Years old. I'm a single mother, and a lot of people write to me on here or in the comments or even in the wild, and they will say that women, especially of my age, are still single because we have unreasonably high standards. And I don't think it's unreasonable, but I do think and know that our standards are quite high because we've been through enough to know what we want and what we don't want. However, speaking for myself and probably a lot of other people out there, maybe men and women, I'm done trying. I don't want to try anymore. It hasn't worked out for me in the past, and whenever I have tried to salvage a relationship, I have shapeshifted to try to meet some sort of standard or be good enough, not only for that person, but like for their family too.
Well, here's the thing, she does have an issue being 42 and a single mom. That's going to be a tough sell. But what she's doing is she's talking about losing her identity to try to conform to, I guess, what some other guy wants. Now, this is a 6-minute video. Let's just see what her standards are. And let's see if we get to if they're too high or not.
I kept trying to be a different person all the time. Just, every time I felt something was off or I would feel scrutinized or whatever, I would try to change that part of me to meet who they wanted me to be. And it never worked because it wasn't authentic, I think, and it didn't come natural. But who I was didn't fit either. And one day I just woke up and I was like, if I can't just be me, then maybe we're just people that don't belong together. And that's okay. But I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to make the effort every time, which I used to. I used to make the effort every time. I would spend majority of the time with these people and their families, or even like dating. Like I would always be the person to go to that person and to like do the things, make the plans, anything fun like I would put together. And I'm not just talking about my past relationship. I'm talking about all of them.
So she was the planner in the relationship. And, in dating, sometimes you got to spend time with the other person's family. But I'm guessing this type of energy and planning and attention to detail was not likely reciprocated, because that's what it sounded like to me. I'm hoping she gets into her standards, though.
Like 90% of the time, I put in the work. I tried to make it right. When there was an argument, I came with solutions and a white flag. And it still didn't work. So now I'm just not trying anymore.
She's giving up.
So if you come to me and, we're dating or whatever, and there's some bumps in the road, that's okay. But I'm not dealing with someone being mean or their drama or anything like that. I'm just not. Because all I need and deserve in my life, and you too, is peace. Because I don't need to be rescued.
I mean, she's saying all the right things, but where's the standards, and why is she 42 and single? As a single mom too, at that. And it's not like she's unattractive, and it doesn't look like she is out of shape or anything like that. So where is the red flag? It could be her. It could be her. I mean, she says she's been through multiple relationships where she's always doing it. Could she be leaving something out?
I need to feel safe, and I need to fucking lay down and feel that this person isn't going to add more stress to my life, they will actually help lift it. And that's what you need to be looking for too, if you were in this situation. If you were someone that's like, women are too picky and we expect too much. No, we don't. We just were accepting the bare minimum for so long, and we put in so much effort for so long that now we're just like, and you know what? I did this with my jobs too.
All right. So after 40, things get different. Dating is different. And she's talking about she's given up on dating, giving up on jobs, putting forth the effort. She wants someone to, quote unquote, be her peace. But where's the red flags? Where's her standards? She started off saying, hey, I'm 42, single mom, and maybe my standards are too high.
And I tried so hard with my last jobs and my last industry. And what happened? The company was going down and I got laid off. And now I'm living in this place where I've started a whole life with my child and she has friends and everything. And there's no industry here. It's a beach town. And I have to keep living a life here. And I can't because there's no jobs and no housing. I don't have a house in 3 weeks. I will find one. It's fine.
Is she in a bind? Oh, so she has no job. She is about to have to move in 3 weeks. And she's on the internet complaining about high standards and men not putting forth the effort she does. And that somehow trickled down to her job. Oh my God. Now we're starting to see this woman might be a train wreck.
But it is wild to me that I'm living somewhere that is harder to live than New York City. And I got there by trying too hard. So what's happened now is I'm so fucking tired that I think I just stopped trying with a lot because I'm so tired and probably a bit of depression, definitely anxiety.
Go. All right. Okay, guys, avoid this woman like the plague. I understand she could be attractive. But women who have suffered from depression, anxiety, get away from them because there is no cure for that. There's no cure for depression. She's always going to be depressed. Not always, but she can get treated, but it's always going to be lingering back there. Always.
And I know things will turn around. I think you have to hit really low before you get really high. And this has happened to me before. And I even tell my daughter sometimes, when things get really, really low, that usually means that they are going to be really, really good really soon. So I am just holding on to that. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to fucking pull up my boots and do this life and try to make it work in the most possible way. But I'm done. I'm so tired. And if you're in a position like this, let me know. Let me know your story. You tell me more of your story. I'll tell you more of mine.
I had no idea this was going to take the turn because I originally thought she was going to talk about dating and her standards being too high. And it turns out she has anxiety, depression, just lost her job and about to lose her house. And she's having a tough time living where she is in some beach town as opposed to New York City. And she's waiting what looks like to hit rock bottom in hopes of things getting better. Now, hope is definitely not a strategy. And I literally have no advice for her. I'm curious as why she's a single mom. Is she divorced? Where's the kid's father? Because some situations like this, especially being on the brink of losing your housing, could be traumatic for a child, especially kids moving constantly. But I imagine if she would have been married, she would have had some stability, and losing her job may not have been such a hit to her to force her to move. But I could be wrong. You know, I don't know too much about this lady. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next video. Like the video, please. Peace.